Woodland was established in 1841 for the express purpose of creating a resplendent cemetery landscape to support a rapidly growing city. Since its very beginning, Woodland has been the conservator of Dayton history and the culture of its people. With over 110,000 souls entrusted to its care, it is a final resting place of many of Dayton's most distinguished residents, including the Wright brothers, Paul Lawrence Dunbar, James Cox, Irma Bombeck, and Charles Kettering. The Romanesque gateway, chapel, and administrative office are on the National Register of Historic Places. The chapel has one of the finest original Tiffany windows in the country. The Arboretum, upgraded in status to level 2 during the fall of 2017, is amongst the foremost green spaces in Ohio, with over 200 acres adorned with 3,000 trees, including current and former state champions.
In 1799, Daniel Cooper, an original settler of Dayton, donated a parcel of land to the Presbyterian Church on the northeast corner of Main and 3rd Street. This was the first cemetery in Dayton. As the city grew and the burial became overcrowded, Cooper began to see a necessity for a new burial ground. Cooper donated a second parcel of land to the Presbyterians and the Methodists. The new burial ground was a square lot bordered by 5th, Wilkinson, and Ludlow Streets. The second cemetery would be Dayton's primary burial ground until 1841. During this time, a new movement was sweeping across the nation. Influenced by the principles of Romanticism, many Americans sought out a new kind of cemetery, a place where one could enjoy nature. The rural cemetery movement pushed for cemeteries to act as green spaces where people could walk, visit graves, and contemplate in accordance with romantic values. It was this rural cemetery movement that influenced John Van Cleve, former mayor of Dayton, to establish Dayton's own rural cemetery. In 1841, Van Cleve collected 52 subscribers to form the Woodland Cemetery Association. He then bought 40 acres of land from a farmer, Augustus George. Van Cleve surveyed and plotted the grounds himself. Notable subscribers were Ziba and Archibald Crawford, the founders of Dayton Last Works, and Samuel Foer, an engineer of the Miami-Erie Canal. By 1843, Woodland Cemetery had grown to about 100 acres. Today, Woodland Cemetery is a cultural landmark. Many come to walk the verdant grounds and visit the monuments of historic figures. Two of the historic figures buried here are my great-granduncles, Orville and Wilbur Wright, the inventors of the airplane.
Restoring historic buildings connects us to the past. The chapel, admin building, and gateway structures are physical reminders of what came before us and help us create a sense of culture in our neighborhoods. Preserving buildings acts as a learning tool, not only for architects, students, but our communities. Visiting old structures is a way of studying the past, techniques, design, and understand what might have influenced the present day. New construction consumes 40% of global raw materials. Restoration is sustainable and environmentally friendly compared to building new. Rehabilitating existing structures does not generate waste and uses less raw materials, which leads to less consumption and a positive environmental impact. Overall, historic preservation has many benefits, including maintaining a sense of continuity and connecting to the past, and fostering a sense of community and pride.
The Woodland Arboretum Foundation, chartered in 1991, is a nonprofit, tax-exempt entity formed for the purpose of protecting existing woody plants and promoting new growth throughout the 200 acres of Woodland Cemetery. In February of 2018, Woodland Cemetery and Arboretum in Dayton was awarded a Level 2 accreditation by the ArbNet Arboretum Accreditation Program and the Morton Arboretum for achieving particular standards of professional practice deed, important for arboreta, botanic, and botanic gardens. Our Arboretum expects to engage in public service activities by serving as an urban field station, utilizing its living collections and some undeveloped land as testing sites for monitoring long-term changes of an ecological nature as the urbanization of the surrounding area increases. Dendrology programs are already a feature of Woodland's place in Dayton's community throughout the Dayton Museum and Natural History. Our tours bring awareness and education.
It started back in 1998 when my eldest sibling, Willie, passed. Right after he passed, I bought 3 plots out here for myself, my wife, and my daughter. And unfortunately, my wife passed in 2017. And just very recently, I bought my 4th plot for my mother, who passed this year. So we all migrated here too. And it's Woodland and then the rest. That's what I like about it. When you come out here, probably the best thing that's happened with respect to cemeteries. So it's like home. It will be my second home.
We chose Woodland for a number of reasons, but one in particular was that it talks about artists going up there and drawing from there and protecting some of the monuments. Terry, my wife, saw that. She said, "This is really nice." And then on the lookout, it overlooks where we were married. Yeah, the church where we were married. So we kind of said, this is the area for us. I'm a volunteer. I take care of the flowers. A lot of people plant flowers up there, and I try to keep everybody's flowers who have been planted watered. So I enjoy doing it. It's therapeutic.
Our mission is to commemorate the dead, entrusted to our service with care and dignity, comfort the bereaved with understanding in a tranquil, beautiful, natural landscape, preserve the heritage and wonder of Woodland in perpetuity. Woodland remains an active part of the Dayton community as a popular place to walk, relax, and enjoy. Foremost, it remains an active cemetery, serving over 1,600 burial and cremation families annually, with a strong consideration of how the cemetery will adapt to the ever-changing needs of the community.